All right, guys, it's that time to get some in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis D.
And I am Mr. Potty Mouth Nubby, the Amazing Turtle.
Is that in reference to your F-bomb this past Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was aggressive, brother.
Yeah, a little too aggressive. I think it scared the shit out of me.
Is that something you want to talk about tonight?
We could.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. I mean, I don't care.
I mean,
I'm not the one to set it in front of children, so
I mean, two kids maybe, but still,
yeah.
maybe three. Who knows?
Yeah, we can talk about it if you want. I mean, like I said, I mean, it happened. It happened. Um, not a whole lot going on this episode, independent wrestling related, other than the results from this past IPW show, because we did the SCW results on the roundtable that was already released this week. So make sure you guys go check that out. And then we're going to do predictions for Money in the Bank, and we're going to do what we talked about last week that I forgot we were doing until I got home today. Is we're gonna book a card for ourselves.
We're gonna book it on the fly.
Yeah, I saw Pacman send some notes, but I really don't give a shit what he sent. So yeah, be here if you want to, participate. Which I mean, it's kind of stupid on his part to not be here because it just goes really, really well. I don't know how important he is anymore. So. But,
How's your stress level right now?
other than my hair not looking the greatest, pretty well.
Now, how's your level compared to last week and the week before that, and so on?
Well, usually I'm wearing a hat.
Well, I mean, without Pac-Man here, how's your?
I don't know. I'm not yelling at anyone yet, so I guess so far so good. Um, but I don't know. I guess I'll be back next week. I don't know. Whatever. Show up, don't show up. I don't care. Cool. What do you want to start with? Want to do money and big predictions? Get those done out of the way.
Sure.
All right, before we do any of that, let me remind you guys that this episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com, your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got them all. Go to their website, CarterComics.com. Fill up your cart with all their amazing products, comics, Funkos. They got some merch stuff too. Trying to broaden that store of theirs, but fill everything into your cart. Before you check out, use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. You'll save 10% your entire order at CarterComics.com. Now, it's not just at their website, it's at their 4 different eBay accounts. And you can find links to all those just by going to CarterComics.com. Go to the bottom of their homepage and scroll to the bottom. Click on one of those 4 links that are available. CarterComics.com, one-stop shop, graded or raw, they got it all. Switching to a black ink pen. I don't know why I grabbed a blue one. I hate writing in blue.
A shout out to Muggsy James for his recent comment to Wade Evans. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I still don't know who that is. So
he's one of the assholes. I don't know.
That's what I keep hearing, but you know what? He's not. Doesn't ring a fucking bell. I could. I know there's the goofy mouth breather one that looks swine-like, and then there's the one who walks around flexing his biceps like it shows any kind of muscle. And then there's like a third one. I guess he's that third one.
Yeah.
He's not even like a Janetti. He's like below a Janetti. So
It's crazy because out of all 3 of them, he might be the one that has the most talent, but that's really not saying much either. Because
no. It looked like he was trying to shoot for a compliment in his little message and shit there, but I don't know. He could call me the greatest guy in the world, and I wouldn't give a shit. So be relevant, buddy. Quit being the guy who's known as being the guy who beats up Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So it looks like there's 6 matches for Money in the Bank. I'll just start at the top here. Money in the Bank ladder match for the men's championship match contract. Ricochet, Shinsuke, LA Knight, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, or Logan Paul.
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah. God, this fucking pen's not working. Just my luck. Got the fucking Pacman version of pens here.
Should have grabbed the blue one.
Yeah, that's on me. Ironically, that one was working. I'm gonna go Damian Priest.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Money in the Bank ladder match for the women's championship match contract. You got Zelina Vega, Becky Lynch, Zoe Starks, Bailey, Io Sky, Trish Stratus. Oh, it's my turn to pick first.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Settle down. Let me take
Go
into
ahead.
account who our current champions are. So we got this one. We got this one. Asuka, Rhea, Cena's SmackDown, Becky's Raw, Zoe is Raw, Bailey is SmackDown, Io SmackDown, Trish is Raw. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go Trish.
I'm gonna go with Zoe. That's just a hot name for a hot girl. So
Right, and she's very fucking talented. It's a solid choice. I'm not gonna. I won't even dispute that. I just for some reason I feel like you're gonna do shit with Trish.
I don't see her getting any title opportunities though.
Why not?
I don't think she'll get that run. I think
Goldberg did.
well, that was wrong.
Goldberg did. Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio.
Cody.
Yeah, I'm going Cody too. Seth freaking Rollins versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm gonna go Seth.
As am I.
Tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez.
Ooh. Well, shit. I'm going with Ronda, Team Ronda.
Yeah, so am I. Ronda and Shayna. And then finally, the Bloodline Civil War tag match. The Bloodline, Roman and Solo Sikoa versus the Usos. And I'm going to go Roman and Solo.
I'm going with the Usos.
Go. Yeah. Oh, man, IPW happened.
It
Let's
did.
talk about it.
A lot went down. A lot of shenanigans. A lot of changes throughout the day. A lot of stress went into this show, but solid crowd.
Great
Even
crowd.
you had a seat. Almost didn't have a seat. I should say.
Even you had a seat. Thanks, man. Well, it was there was no, it was undeniable that I was going to have a seat because I got there early, like most people should.
True.
But I didn't have to sit next to the LIM, which was okay.
You were across from them.
I was. Pacman and JJ showed up with the hot girl, and so I feel sorry that she had to suffer through the entire show sitting next to them. But hey, she made her choice. Yeah. Yeah. But let's start this out, man.
Yeah. As always, the information liaison came out, made some announcements, and eventually, I guess he introduced the host of the show. Um, the league champion of IPW, the undisputed league champion, I should say, as he took it all last month. Damian Gray.
Yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily in that order, by the way, but hey, you do it in what order you want.
Hey, I go by what I have on
Yeah.
sheet of paper here. If you were there though, so
I do. I got all the notes here.
oh, so
I made notes.
you're making me struggle for no reason.
I mean, we knew what this relationship was. I'm not the guy who does this thing. I don't run through results and do shit like that. That's you and that's Pacman, man.
Yeah, well, you gotta kind of take Pacman's spot.
No, I don't. Fuck no. Hell no. I'll shoot myself. Nah. 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 I mean, obviously, yes. The information liaison came out, made some announcements and everything. I guess they had some faux pas with certain things. Rion took on a lot of different hats on Sunday, but they made it work. It was fine. Uh, really, before he was able to make any major announcements, he was interrupted by that dude, Marcelo Spade.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And I can't remember the championship. I think it was like a Heritage Championship or something.
It's the C3 Urban Culture Championship.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Well, C3 is a company based down in Indiana, I believe. Marcelo Spade just wants to defend his title anywhere and
Okay,
everywhere he can, so he decided to come to our show with his title and I guess drop a challenge out there.
gotcha. So yeah, I mean, he did the open challenge, and he was it was a Crizzo. Crizzo was the
Grizzle.
one that answered the challenge. Unfortunately, he lost. He tried though. I mean, it came close. He definitely crizzed out there when he was called a joke. Marcel did low blow him though to pick up the victory, which didn't surprise me. He just seemed like a shady guy. So,
Mm,
but then that's when Rion came out and tried to continue on with his announcements, and then Damian Gray interrupted him and
got it.
turned it into a whole coordination thing. That's
Yeah.
when the workhorses came out and they awarded him with the brand new title, which looks like the size of a hubcap. Thing is huge. Um, but yeah, so that happened. Hot Rod came out following that, because I guess that's when the show officially started. That's when Damien decided the show begins. Hot Rod came out because of all the issues from last month. Not even the part that you know involved you with the lumber or not the lumberjack the gauntlet match, but the match he was special guest referee before he punched Steele and Dalton both. Dalton came out, because I guess he was looking for like a challenge. Looks like he was willing to fight either one of them, and then Dalton came out. Steele came out following. They all got attacked by the workhorses, who for some reason seems to just kind of keep sticking their nose in people's business.
Too
But
much of it.
man, right?
Way too
Well,
much.
whatever they got to do to start to have that relevancy in the business, I guess I can understand that because
Hmm.
people are still like, "What the hell is a workhorse?" Turned into an impromptu 6-man tag that obviously Steele turned his back on the other two and everything, and I I don't understand it. And as a referee, you could probably explain it to me better. So when Steele uses a title belt and hits his own partner with a title belt and a disqualification is called on Steele for using the belt, not Dalton being hit by it. Because in my mind, you would think that Andy, Dalton, and Steele would be the winners because Dalton was attacked, not the workhorses being the winners because Steele hit somebody with the belt.
Mm.
I know a lot of times
Uh,
when you look at TV, if a if a tag partner hits another tag partner, there's nothing called. But this
True.
obviously the referee called for the bell and a decision was made, and the Workhorses picked up the victory because of Steele's attack on Dalton. But
It's a weird situation. I guess it's a referee judgment, but that is a little weird to give the actual win to the workhorses, not
yeah,
because they suck, but because and I think in an official ruling it would be just the match thrown out, no winner, period. But uh, I guess the workhorses being the buddies of
of the
Damian
host,
Gray of the
yeah,
host.
maybe
I
the
guess
host,
it
yeah,
goes in
maybe that's
record.
what, yeah, maybe the host made the decision. Then that makes a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
I wouldn't put it past that asshole. So
Yeah. Following that was that special challenge match: Quinn Whittick, Kid Lat taking on EJ Swanson and a partner of his choice, Shaq Jordan.
yep.
Looked like it was his decision, and Shaq Jordan and EJ picked up the win. Um, which everyone seems surprised by that, but
Mm.
I guess good guy doesn't always win.
No,
Um,
and considering who the bad guys are,
yeah, yeah. And there's one thing at least take away from that tag match is that Kid Lat was primarily in that match. Probably I will say like 90% of it. And he fought as hard as he could, but obviously, Shaq Jordan, EJ Swanson have a little more experience in the business than them, so it's very similar to my conversation about like Johnny Chaos's debut or Apex debut in this past weekend. Is if you pick up the victory, that's phenomenal. If you don't, at least you got that first match in, or as you project, progress and everything. Like you're not gonna win every single one, but you start learning and growing and stuff. So after we had an intermission, Quinn Whittick challenged Shaq Jordan to an impromptu match. Damian Gray was nowhere to be found, so the liaison allowed it to happen.
and as he can,
Yep, Quinn picked up the victory against Shaq Jordan in that match. IPW tag team match followed that, and literally in my note I wrote, "What the fuck am I watching?" Because somehow a tag team title match turned into a truth or dare, and I love the Bros, but I don't know how somebody is so ignorant to a situation where when somebody dares them to lay down for a 5 count, they do it. But that's how they lost the belts.
well, well,
Well,
um, when you're playing truth or dare, you got to play it right. You got to do the dare.
it's one of those things where, because I mean, the biggest point was the ending. I mean, I don't know how I don't. It's Chad and Tad, right?
Yes,
And Tad is the smaller one, the blonde
yes,
haired one.
yes.
Tad obviously seemed like he was beat up. He beat himself up about it. Just sitting there, like, really disappointed that he got suckered into it. Especially getting suckered by Danger. How Chad, on the other hand, took more of a physical approach to it. Um, and we'll find out later in the Rumble more of like the backlash that came of it and everything. But obviously, they're both really upset that they lost the titles. But IPW has new tag team champions, and I don't remember their tag team names, but Danger and Diesel Tracks. So the Drunken Republic or some shit. I don't fucking know.
They're the danger drunks. I don't know, drunken
Yeah,
danger.
I don't fucking know. Dangerously wasted.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right.
Write
Uh
that down.
I want you to talk about this match, man, because this is your showcase match. Turtle, Steve, and Rion. I wrote fucking aggressive. So tell me about that.
Well, you pretty much said it was aggressive.
It was aggressive.
Aggressive as fuck.
Yeah. So what happened?
Well, I still, first of all, want to know why this match was put together and who put it together. I mean, I can name one person off the top of my head that
Mhm.
probably had his hand in it because it's what he does
Yeah.
to mess with people, but I can't speculate. And I know he is a lawyer, so I will not slander his name. Supposedly slander, anyway. Um, it was super aggressive. Um, it it's really hard to talk about
Well, talk
because
through the match, man. Like what? So you all came out, and then what happened?
well, we saw what happened right away. Well, actually, before that, the workhorses again decide they want to run their fat mouths and talk all that shit. Even get under the skin of Steve by talking to his family the way they were, which was shocking to see them. But um, Dan, Damian Gray too. They just thought it was fun to poke fun at us and the whole time, and then pick on Steve's family again. Um, but then match officially starts, and then all of a sudden, Rion just wants to get out of the match, get out of the ring.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point? Well, I mean, I guess I saw it coming because he said he'd do it, and when Rion says he's gonna do something, he'll do it.
Mhm.
And he just stayed out of it and let me and Steve fight. And what I thought would have been just straight up wrestling match, made fun shenanigans between me and Steve ended up turning a little bit more physical than I thought.
Yeah, that's the part where I start to kind of like wonder what the hell is going on, because I mean, like when I think showcase, you think it's like an exhibition. You guys are gonna go out there, throw a couple fucking moves around and shit like that. Like not so much, not so much have a match, but still have a match. If you understand, if you get what I'm saying, like for the most part, it's going out there and showing like you know what you're doing. Steve has an idea of what he's doing. Rion, because he's still got it, shit like that. Because I know he always jokes around about how like he's almost done and all this bullshit and everything. So I think it's just out there, just showcase these champions and their abilities and everything. But there was a lot more fists and hands thrown in this match than I think anyone would have expected. And it's like, it's almost like, and I don't want to blame it a lot on Steve. I don't want to, but um Steve seems like the kind of person who no matter what he's achieved, he always seems like he has something to prove. And it's like, regardless, if you're gonna do something to him, he wants to do something to you that's 10 times more. So you're throwing forearms and chops and shit like that, and that's great. In a wrestling match, that's fucking great. But to me, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like when you went into this match, you're going into a professional wrestling match, where Steve looked like he was making it more of a personal thing than a professional thing, because he doesn't want to be, one upped by anybody, especially, in front of his family.
Right.
That's where I saw most of it. Now, Steve's a tough fucking dude. He is, and granted, the fact that he is up there in years, he in better shape than he's ever been, but not like, he's not fucking Randy Orton, he's not fucking James Creed, he's not, he's not Vince McMahon's image of, the, prototype wrestler and shit like that. So maybe that has to factor into like, what does he have to prove and all that shit. But he's throwing him with you and shit. Now the stupid thing that you did is you had an opportunity to go for the win and you didn't take it. You had a chance to pin Steve and end it, but you didn't, and I want to know why.
Well, if we just backtrack a little bit, before that moment.
Yeah, man, share whatever you want. Like I said, man, it's a lot easier for you to explain to me what happened in that match because you were in it than me watching it.
So prior to that, when as me and Steve were exchanging, I had a bit of a attitude change. Um, and it got to the point where when I was getting physical, I did something I normally don't do. I in a match sometimes you say shit and in that you're not supposed to say, just out of nowhere it happens. But this I said fuck, in the match.
Yeah, you
It's
threw it out there. Yeah.
I threw the F bomb in there, and I guess my mind was just completely turned around. I mean, if we go back to the beginning of the show, though, there was a lot of backstage shit that happened that triggered a lot of my feelings. And I think with Steve, I think when he got me in the wrong way, that's when it just, I snapped. And then when and you're right, I made a mistake of not going for the pin on Steve, but that was because I felt like Rion is taking the easy way out. I don't know if it's because he he doesn't have anything to prove, which he doesn't. I guess he has nothing to prove. But he's also a champion. And you know me, I'm like the type of guy that will fight because I'm a champion. And yeah, none of the titles were on the line, but this is a competition. And if you're just gonna take the easy way out, why bother even being a champion? So I'm just like, you know what? Hey Rion, why don't you come in here and take some? And he got in the ring and well, it got more physical with him than it did with Steve.
Yeah, man. It like I said, it seemed like I don't know if I can speak much more for Rion than you and Steve because I don't know Rion as much as I believe I know you and Steve. But it seems like a lot of personal shit came out in this match. Like aggressively personal. And I think a lot of that's a factor into you dropping the F bomb when that's out of character for you, or the fact that, it was just there were strikes thrown where in professional wrestling, for those of people who want to look beyond the gimmicks that aren't taught in training. It was really just swinging for whatever you can make contact with.
Yeah,
So,
you're
uh,
describing it the best way.
well, and that's the thing too. Like for those fans out there who don't know the business as well as someone like me or someone like you, or maybe even a little bit of the LIM, they're just looking at it like, oh, they're just brawling. But from a perspective of a guy like me, or maybe even the LIM who are there, or anyone else who may have been a wrestler who was in the crowd, seemed like there was more. And there's like a worry that comes out of that and shit. And obviously, I know that regardless of the shit going on between you, Rian, and Steve, no one's gonna put anyone in a situation where somebody's gonna get hurt. I know that. Um, but it was definitely a what the fuck is going on moment. And Steve laid there in the corner, openly admitting to Rian he wants none of it. Which, Steve got a little from fucking Rian. Don't gave him a little. But I mean the fact that they didn't really duke it out that much in the match doesn't surprise me. Now Steve did hit him with a spear. Impressive fucking spear. I think there were 3 spears that got hit in that match.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah. And so I mean I guess he lived up to his word how he wasn't going to hold anything back. But we didn't get a winner of that match.
No,
After all of that, we did not get a winner of that match because fucking workhorses once again intervened in a match.
along with Damian Gray.
Yeah, that's right. Gray was involved in that too.
Where I don't understand. Look, I get it. We say shit. We can say shit. That is the thing. We can
Yeah,
say all the shit we want. But
that's my job.
right, in the ring, we're gonna do shit. It's going to happen. But if you are sitting in the corner over there, mouthing off, and then you wait for an opportunity while we are all down. We just got done fighting a fight that they wish they could fight and survive,
Yep.
and they wait for us to get down
Mm-hmm.
and take advantage. What
Yeah.
kind of cowardly bullshit are we dealing with here? And then you add Damian Gray, which I thought was funny. He wasn't even in a match.
Yeah.
Flash Harris did more as a host than that piece of crap. So what? Ah, man.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that they had like a cowardice personality or a cowardice character the moment they attacked me from behind, and all I am is just a podcaster. But it was fucked up. It was a shame that it happened. Who knows if that'll be the end of it? Who knows what else is going to come out of it? It's a shame nobody came out to help you guys. It's unfortunate. I tried to tell Pacman to get in there, but of course, he ain't going to do shit. Following that was the Rumble. Great shown by everyone involved. You and Steve were part of that. So are the workhorses. A lot of our people who weren't involved in matchups were there as well. Not many too surprising people. C Red was a little bit of a surprise to me because when he talks about his career, like winding down and stuff like that, I don't think of C Red wanting to get into a title opportunity. But I was surprised he was in there, and I was even more surprised when I saw that he won. And that's nothing against him as a guy. I'm sure he's fully capable of winning any match at any time. It's just the younger, quicker dudes out there. And it seems like when we look at Steve, or not Steve, C Red compared to a lot of other people in there, Zero is more of a methodical guy in the match, going after one person, making sure not to be double teamed and stuff like that. I felt bad I had no water for him. I wish I had a bottle of water for him when he asked for it. I didn't. It happens. But he did pick up that victory, and I believe is it August that he gets that title shot? Or is
Yeah,
it
it'll
next?
be in
Yeah, it'll
August.
be in
It'll be in August.
August. So we get to see him take on Damian Gray for that big ass hubcap in August. And also was noted that the contract signing between Backwoods and Max Holiday did not happen. But Rion decided that in November there's going to be a special show. I'm to where every match will be fought inside a cage. I'm not sure what he really means by that because he kept air quoting inside a cage. So,
So it may or may not be in a cage.
gotcha. And he invites Backwoods and Holiday to be there because they don't want to sit there and plan for another contract signing and stuff. So, all in all, IPW had a great show. There were a couple moments that were a little, like what the hell's going on and stuff like that. And that has nothing to do with the technical difficulties that they had to overcome. I mean, outside of that, those things are what they are and shit like that. But like some of the moments, I guess the best way to describe it is the uncomfortable, awkward moments in certain like segments or certain matches. They're like, oh fucking A. Beyond that, great fucking matchups, great fucking show, and I look forward to the next one in July. So I believe 30th.
Last Sunday, for sure.
Yeah, I think
Whatever
it's
that
July
one is.
30th. Which is awesome because I like when I could do SCW live streams on Sundays that don't have wrestling shows. So
Yeah,
that is perfect.
but I won't. I well, maybe I don't. I don't think I need to be part of that because I won't be there that time. That show.
You can still be part of the live stream.
I could, but then I won't know what the hell happened. So
Dude, how often do you talk on them when you're even on there, anyways?
True, but I'll really not know shit.
It's fine. You still be there. I still need moral support.
Of course.
Yeah. Um. Real quick before we make our own match cards and everything for our own special show, LIM is releasing a show. I believe it's this week. The Gunner
Yeah, it
Brave
should be.
interview.
Yep.
So the Lovely Intoxicated podcast is releasing their Gunner Brave interview this week, available on YouTube and Facebook. Power Hour is obviously this Tuesday. I can't remember who their guest is. That what's his fucking name?
John Bullard.
There we go. Thank you. And the next week we will be here. We will have a show next week, 4th of July week. We will record our show on Monday night to release, or Monday evening to release Monday night. Power Hour will be next Wednesday, not next Tuesday. So if you guys, start looking for a Tuesday night and get worried it's not there, it's not because they're not doing it. It's because they moved it a day because 4th of July is falling on a Tuesday. So I figured I'd do my due diligence because it came to my attention that I need to be a better podcaster. So I figured why not do my due diligence and inform people of other people's podcasting shit because apparently I don't. Also, I was informed I don't take this seriously. So cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what do those people do?
Who? Go behind people's backs, make up bullshit. Go into business for themselves. Dictate how endings of matches happen. You know, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. People can talk about whatever they want to talk about me. It doesn't bother me. I don't care because I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm happy doing what I'm doing. And I'm happy with the growth and progression of this show. And actually, both my shows. I'm just really happy with podcasting right now. Fucking crushing it on both sides.
Hey,
But does it?
I do have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
So, going back to my attitude problem
Sure.
at the show,
Yeah.
can I blame the fact that I was basiled?
I mean, if you want to work it, yeah. Yeah, fucking A, dude. Yeah, I mean, 100%. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. There's probably some residual in there. Yeah,
I mean, I was all happy up
you're fine.
until that moment, right? And then
Yeah, you're.
after I had a huge attitude after that.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I would say it'd be Basil. 100% Basil. Yeah.
I mean, I think the girls were nicer to you than I was.
Oh, the fucking annoying one and her friend. Yeah.
Gremlin 1 and 2.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I would have been nicer to them if they showed up at IPW, but clearly they did not.
Yeah, you even talked to the mother of one of them.
I did. I did. She
Remember
she
her
said
name?
Renee.
Yeah,
Is
you
it?
actually remembered.
Those bells. She sounded cute but angry at the same fucking time, which I think is why I remember her name so much. It's my type. Um, because I am a nice guy, I will. Oh shit! Found out she's available for the 22nd. Perfect.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, fucking booking my life.
Yeah,
Hold on a
yeah.
second.
Holding on as while we're on the air, Travis is doing booking stuff.
Yeah, I just send a couple quick messages. Okay. Um, because I'm going to be a nice guy about this, I will read what Pacman said because we are going to fantasy book our own indie show. So the name of the Fed should be JFW. Well, that's fucking, a no brainer. God, okay, now I'm getting pissed.
He's not even on the show, and you getting pissed.
Just a lot, just the no brainers of only 4 titles: world, secondary, tag, and women's. I believe I said that, so that's nothing. Neutral authority figure. Basically, I'm thinking a Jack Tunney type that comes in to resolve major bits of controversy. We're booking one show, not a federation, whatever. But good for him. First show should be a tournament. There's only one show. Oh, God, why am I yelling at a message?
You know, he
First
went
show,
above and beyond about it.
he did. First show could be a tournament for the world title. Losers of the semifinal bracket go in to face each other for the secondary title. You know what's funny about that is when I was booking my own wrestling promotions as like a high schooler and stuff. That's the exact tournament that I had when I was crowning my champion and my was I had the PCW. Actually, no, we were called XPW, Extreme Peloton Wrestling. XPW World Champion and the XPW United States Champion because I was more of a U.S. title fan than an Intercontinental title fan. That's the exact same way we did it. So, hey, Pacman, way to go! You had a logical thought. I don't know if feds do this, but it could plant longer term booking seats for later when those guys, in theory, go for the world title. I have WrestleMania 4 on the mind clearly. Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. Could have legends from Chicagoland indie scene. I don't want legends from the indie scene. I don't want that. I don't want, the Cero, and I want guys who fucking wrestle there. I could have legends from the Chicagoland indie scene doing support roles in the show. I'm thinking like how AEW uses their legends, especially early on with Jake and Arn as managers. As far as roster, y'all know all I'm gonna name are gonna be guys from Rocket Pro, but I really like Dysfunction, so they'd be my pick to be the inaugural tag champs. Okay, so yeah, that's not happening. So okay, so good suggestions. I did ask him to send me matches, but whatever. Good to have ideas. So I don't care about a name of the show. I don't care about that. So what I'm looking for is how many matches should we have?
Let's go with the standard 7.
7, okay. Because I was thinking 8.
Well, 8 could work.
All right, that's fine. We'll do 7 if we can squeeze in an 8 and everything because based on who I want on the show and who you want on the show and everything. So we'll start with 7 and see if there's room enough for an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. First thing I do want though is I want an announcer.
You want an announcer?
I want an announcer. I need somebody to announce the matches. We need someone to announce this show. So who do we got? We got Jimmy Too Sweet.
Timmy
We
Too
got.
Sweet.
I don't want Jimmy Too Sweet. I
Well,
just said.
it's Timmy, not Jimmy.
What did I say?
You
Pretty
said
sure.
Jimmy.
Pretty sure I said Timmy Too Sweet.
You said Jimmy.
Either way, I don't want him. I don't want him. Nothing against Jimmy Too Sweet. I just don't. I just don't want Jimmy Too Sweet. But maybe I'm just I don't know if he listens to this show. I love Jimmy. If he doesn't, I don't care. Um. So we got Jimmy Too Sweet. We could throw him into the mix for the running. Who's the IPW guy? What's his name?
Michael Allen.
Michael Allen. Steve. We can have Steve.
Steve.
Who's the DWA announcer who's announcing out at SCW? What's his name again?
Mr. Riccolo.
Mr. Riccolo. Okay, is there another one? Or are those like the main 4 that I know? Well, at least I know of. What's Crash Test's announcer? Who's that?
Newly has been John Bullard.
Bullard. How come we don't have any women announcers in the Indies? I would love a women's announcer. I would really love a woman announcer for our company.
Okay. Who would it be? I know of one, but she doesn't do it anymore. She's not even in the business anymore. But she was good. Her name was Jamie Olsen.
Jamie Olsen?
Yes.
Let's see if I can find her.
But she's not part of the business anymore or anything. But she was really, really good.
Who'd she announce for?
Crash tested the earlier crash tested days, and then global.
I don't know if I'm spelling Jamie right. I don't know how to spell people's names. Oh, let's see here. Oh, wait, maybe I can find her through this way. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. God. Oh, wait, found her. No, that's not it. Wait, that could be it. I don't know. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. I think she could be a solid announcer. She
She
announced.
was pretty good.
Oh,
It was
she
really
announced.
good.
She did announce for Global.
Yeah.
God, look at this. Saturday, October 5th, 2019, Canute's Pizza proudly presents live pro wrestling, the Posen Civic Center in Posen, Illinois.
Yeah.
Look at this fucking God, look at this poster, man. There's you. There's a young you, man. Steve, I don't know who this other referee is.
Lou.
Maybe. Well, we got Steve Boz on the card. There's Marche Rocket. I don't know anyone else. Oh, there's Willie Richardson. Cool. Maybe she comes out. Maybe we convince her to come out every time. I think I really want a female announcer. Give her something different. You know? My choice is Jamie Olsen. Who would you pick? Or do we really got to stick with somebody who's still in the business?
It might be a safe bet, but we could
Okay.
just keep her like written down. 'Cause you
Okay.
never know.
So as far as announcers go, I don't want to use Steve because I would want to use Steve as like a commentator because we still need commentators too. So
If I were to go with it, I'd say John Bullard.
John Bullard, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
So we got John Bullard as our announcer. All right, commentating team, we need two, and I want Steve.
Definitely Steve.
And then who else can we have as a commentator?
Uh, Not Travis T because he's not that great.
No, no, fuck, no, that guy sucks. He's not even good at podcasting, man. He needs to get better and take it seriously.
um, I'm gonna go old school with this for Steve's sake. I'm gonna pick Nick Swink.
Nick,
No, Nick Swinky the Swink.
Why does that name sound familiar?
Because we've talked about him quite a few times.
Yeah.
He's my information guy when it comes to certain shows.
All right. Now we need an on-screen authority figure.
Authority figure. Now, what do we want to call him? President, general manager.
No, I don't want to be a president because I don't want him to have like an executive role. I want to be more of like a general manager or a commissioner, one of those two. I like commissioner because I don't think it's used as much. Well, okay, so Damian Saint is what, general manager?
Yep.
What, and then Steve is what to CSW?
General manager.
And what about Crash Tested?
General manager.
Okay, and then what is ARW? Who do they have?
I believe they have a commissioner, but I don't know who it is now. Can't remember his name, but he was also one of the ring announcers too.
Okay. I like having a commissioner because I think general managers is overused. So I would like to be referred to as a commissioner,
Okay.
and I want a heel commissioner. I want a heel commissioner. If I had to choose, I would want SCW's old commissioner Sentinel, but I don't want him to be known as Sentinel. I want him to be known as Gene, which was his name before he found a wrestling name. I want him to be Gene. If not him, Damian Saint.
Um, I say we go with Saint.
Go Saint. I'm on that. All right. Second thing is, where is our territory? Where are we booking this for?
Oh, Shit.
Where is it that we know of that doesn't have wrestling that can use some fucking wrestling? You can't do Joliet, that's Rocket Pro. You can't do Kankita, that's SCW. Northeast Indiana is somewhat ARW.
Along with Crash Tested.
Yeah. So we need a venue. Unless we find a way to collaborate a bunch of companies together into like this is like a mega show for them.
If we're gonna go that route, and we gotta go to a familiar place that isn't being used right now.
Like Oak Forest.
That or the Midlow Dome, which is brand new, renovated.
So Midlothian. The
Midlothian.
LWF area.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I didn't even know there was a Midlow Dome.
Yeah. That's what LWF named it.
All right,
Hey,
so
fun fact.
yeah.
Before the Midlow Dome shut down to renovate, I was the last one to win a championship in that building.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. That was when I won the Battle Royal Championship. In the main event.
What was that for GPW?
Yes.
Is it really called the Midlothian? No, it's not even called the Midlothian Dome. What is it called?
It's called the Don Preston Rec Center.
Is that where LWF wrestled out? Because I thought they wrestled out of a school.
They've been everywhere, but Midlow was like the last place they were really at officially.
Oh, dude, look at that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's oh, is this we're having this card? Okay. So we need a tag team title match. We need a mid-card title match. We need a female title match, and we need a male title match. Male title match, I'm guessing is gonna be main event.
We could do that.
Cool. We'll call it we can't call it a world title because it's not defended worldwide yet.
It's just the JFW Championship.
Or is that what we're really calling it, JFW?
Or whatever you want to call this company. I don't care.
We'll call it the JFW Undisputed title.
Okay.
Undisputed Championship. Okay. What match should be the opener? Should it be a single? Should we have a title match for the opener?
We could crown the secondary champion in the opener.
What do you want the secondary title to be called?
We gotta think of a name that's like not over fucking used.
Yeah, like Intercounty.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Intercontinental. Independent.
What about Midway? Is that too close? Is that too close to Midwest though? But
no, because Midway is actually name of the airport.
Yeah. Or like the Prairie State Championship.
Prairie State?
Is that too close to the college?
It just seems like that would be the name of the company, Prairie State Wrestling.
Well, because ARW has what? They have the ARW Heavyweight Championship, and then they have the Indiana State Championship.
Yeah.
And then IPW, I mean, they just have random fucking names to can't even compete with those. Alternative and IPW. Oh my god, what are their titles? Alternative and
League.
League is their world title or their main title.
Yeah.
There's another one, right?
Second City.
And then Rocket Pro has the Chicagoland Championship, the Intercounty Championship, the RPW Heavyweight Championship. What's the other one? The Gunner Brave one.
Oh, the Outer Limits.
Outer Limits title. So
We call it Suburban.
the Suburban Championship. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
South Side title. Suburban. So
Suburban.
Suburban Championship. Uh, when do you want the female match to happen? Maybe match 5 if we do 7. So there's like a space in between.
Yeah. Well, are we gonna have an intermission though, or is it straight through?
Uh, I guess we get a small intermission between between match 4 and match 5.
Yeah, because then they can come out of intermission.
So would we want the women's match before or after intermission? What'd you say?
After.
After. So we'll do between 4 and 5, and then women's will be match 5. Because that way the last 3 matches could be like the longer of the matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then tag title what? Before intermission or maybe match 3 or
I say that can be before intermission.
before? Okay.
Yeah.
It's called the JFW Women's Championship, JFW Tag Team titles. Any stipulation matches that we want to look at? I'm always happy. I always enjoy an Iron Man match. Maybe that could be an Undisputed Championship Iron Man match, 30 minutes.
I think we can. That'll be main event for
So
sure.
30
For the
minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah, an hour would be too long, right? Hour's way too long for an indie
Yeah,
show.
this is independent wrestling. We don't do
Yeah,
an hour.
yeah. So
Now, is that going to be match 7 or 8? Are we sticking with 7?
that's 7 right now. And then if
Okay.
we decide to add in our match, then we'll just make that match 8 and we'll throw one in somewhere else.
Okay.
Straight up women's match, straight up tag match. Is there any other stipulation match? Because we got to keep in mind this is our first match. We're not doing tournaments. This is straightforward. We're crowning our championship champions tonight. First match.
Okay. Since all right, we get the women's title after intermission.
Yeah.
We're starting off with the Suburban match.
Yep.
I say we give um match 2 a women's tag match.
Women's tag. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
More women.
More fucking women.
See, we care.
Oh yeah. Fucking there's women out there, man. Uh and then so the other 2 matches could just be straightforward single matches. So really, we'll just have the one main Iron Man match. See, I also like dog collar matches and shit. But I don't know if we could put women in dog collars. It'd be a little weird.
It's been done.
Yeah, but I don't want. I don't want to be I don't want to be those guys. I want. I do want to stay away from hardcore a little bit, at least on the first show.
Yeah.
And submission matches, I'm not a big fan of.
How about a strap match?
Strap match would be cool. I want to do that.
Strap match. 4 corners.
So 4 corner. Want to do that match 3?
Yeah, 4 corner strap match.
4 corner strap match. All right, so first match, Suburban Championship match, singles. Second, women's tag match. Third, 4 corner strap match. 4, tag title match. 5, women's championship. 6, singles match. 7, Iron Man match for the title. Right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's start. Let's start with the women. Let's do the women first.
Okay.
So, women's championship, I think Evil Sierra has to be in that title match.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. So, Sierra.
Now, I don't know if we could utilize people who are part of AEW or not, because I don't know how those contracts work anymore. But is Sky Blue able to have, like, is she able to take bookings in independent wrestling or no?
Yeah,
She
yes, because
is.
she still is.
So
They
should
might be
we?
limited, but
So should we look at a Sky Blue booking? Because here's the thing, like I don't want to make it look like we have like an open, a blank check, to where we can just throw money at fucking whoever we can. Like I still want to have it within reason. So do we want to spend the money on booking a Sky Blue?
I think we can. But let's not put her in the title match. Let's put her in the tag match.
Put her in the tag match.
Yes.
Okay, so we can put her in the. So who goes up against Evil Sierra?
Out of the box thinking. I feel like it's got to be an upset victory too.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. I want Sierra in the match, but I'm not sure if I want her to be the champion yet. Yet. I mean, there's Leslie, there's Leslie Michelle, there's RVP. There's that one girl. I can't remember what the hell her name was. She's somebody I wanted to get down to Southland. Let's see if I can find her real quick. I think I sent her information over to the guy.
the guy.
Mm-hmm. The guy. She has kind of like more of a darker gimmick to her and stuff. And I know a guy. I should really make notes of this shit. See here goes. No, 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 no. I don't want to read any of these fucking messages out loud. They're just too bad. No. Okay, so. Oh, I can't remember her name, but fuck. Um. Um. But all right, so there's RVP, there's Leslie, there's Kendra. There was that girl that wrestles. I think RVP's wrestling her at Crash Tested this July.
Oh, Vega Venom.
There's her. And I think she actually wrestled RVP at
That's awesome.
SCW. I think not last month, but a couple months ago. Oh man, I really wish I could remember this girl's name, because I really, really liked her, and I thought that she'd make a good. I don't know how far back YouTube memory goes. I don't know how far back I have to go. Give me a minute. Just keep talking. Who else do we have women wise?
Angel.
Oh, I forgot about Angel. God, how did I forget about fucking Angel?
Don't tell
Oh
her
God. Actually, I don't think she listens to this show, so I think we're safe.
that. um, Nikki Nix.
Yeah. See, it'd be nice if I knew enough women where we could have like an all women's battle royal. That'd be pretty fucking cool. Who's that? That Bombshell?
Oh, Shelly.
Shelly?
I'm so Shelly. Yeah. We could have her go over on Sierra.
I really haven't watched a lot of her matches to determine how I feel about her. Is she champion material for us? Like as our first champion?
I'd say so.
Yeah, if I can't find this girl, then I guess I'll be okay with that. I can't remember how long ago I used to watch these matches, but there were a few. God, the goofy shit I used to watch. Hold on, give me one more second. If I can't get through the next couple of days, if I don't find her, wait. Oh, that's not it. That's Bailey. Oh, I think I found her. Oh, she was at ARW. That's right. She Logan Vatour.
Okay. Okay.
do you think?
Well, we can add her. Yeah, we could just make it a triple threat then.
Okay.
Add
All
more
right.
women.
So you want to do Sierra versus Shelly versus Logan?
Yeah,
What's Shelly's name?
Shelly the bombshell.
Shelly the Bombshell. Shelly the Bombshell.
Benson.
My God, how long is her fucking name? Versus Logan
Latour.
Couture. We'll think of winners at the end there. All right, so tag match we got Sky Blue.
I want to put her with Missa Kate.
Who's that?
Um, she's currently in NWA, but she was also a CSW original.
And what's her name?
Missa Kate.
Missa Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. How about RVP and Leslie? Ooh, what about RVP and oh god, that Shalonce?
So one say, yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, we'll go with that.
I think they work really well heels. I like Leslie, but I don't like her as a heel. I think she gets over more as a face, but she's decent as a heel too.
Yeah.
So Shalonce Knowles, is that right?
Royale.
Royale.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you got Knowles from.
I was thinking Beyonce.
Okay.
All right. Women's tag match. Tag title. Okay, so we need a Suburban Championship match. We need the strap match. We need the tag title match, a singles match, and the undisputed title match. Which one do you want to do next?
Let's do the tag titles.
Tag titles. All right.
Yeah.
Who do you think of for tag titles? And
Uh,
if you say what I think you're gonna say, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
there could be many of what I could say.
Who do you think would be tag champs for us?
That would be the workhorses. No, just kidding. Completely kidding.
They're not
Would
booked on.
never.
They're not
They're
booked
not.
on this fucking card. God no.
No, hell no.
No, I want
They're
people to
they're
show up. Come on
they're
now.
they are dark match in the dark outside in the rain. Um,
They're the guys who I booked for the day before the show.
yeah, and you give them the wrong directions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm fine with almost anybody except I don't want the final level just because I think that's just too much.
That I wasn't going with them anyway.
Okay. I like Youth Gone Wild. I really do like them. Um, I like the Coyotes. Uh,
Then let's do Youth Gone Wild versus the Coyotes.
yeah. Okay. We are the Youth Gone Wild. The damn Coyotes. Okay. Four corner strap match.
Because he is the master of the four corner match. Rion skills.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I was thinking Muggsy and Holiday.
Muggsy and Holiday. Book it.
They seem like the most gritty fucking dudes I know, and I know that they'd probably put on a really good show. Plus, I think Muggsy would take a lot of beating from fucking Holiday.
Yeah. Got it.
Muggsy versus Holiday. Suburban Championship or singles match.
Let's go to the singles match.
All right. Do you want this to be like a I guess kind of similar to what Pacman was saying? Like a well-known person. Like I would love to put Paulie on this card.
Be like a special attraction match.
Yeah.
With like somebody from just elsewhere, not officially with the roster yet. Not
Yeah.
we would not put in a title match just yet.
Yeah, like a show, yeah, like a showcase thing, just like hey, here's somebody that you're gonna know from this area.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely love to have Paulie in there, but then I want somebody who could keep up with Paulie in that type of match.
Paulie versus. I'm not saying it. I am not saying it.
Hey, do you want to face Paulie?
Oh wait, I'm the booker. I can't be part of the show.
Yeah. We're not on this card. We're the guys in the background, running the show. But even if we did like a tag thing, like what if we found a way to do like a like an Elite Pro showcase tag match in honor of Elite Pro?
Then I'd say Team War versus the Iron Saints.
See, and that's what I'm thinking. I think it'd be great, but would Vito wrestle again? And does Wagner wrestle still?
No.
So like when I think of Elite Pro, the only people I could think of who still wrestle from Elite Pro in the Indies is Paulie, Mike on occasions, Hades.
Okay.
I can't think of anyone else really. I mean, everyone else is AEW or they're done.
Well then, forget. Let's go the Elite Pro route. Paulie and Acid
Okay.
versus EJ Jensen and Jack Carpenter.
So the teachers versus students of Elite Pro.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that's a tag match now. It's not a.
So it's a showcase tag match now. Paulie and Acid versus EJ and Carpenter. Is that our match before the main event match?
Yeah, because it doesn't. They don't have to do anything crazy.
Okay. And it's kind of like a palate cleanser between the women's title and the men's title.
Right.
Okay. Suburban Championship. So who is going to be our mid card champion? Who are our choices for mid card champion?
All right.
In my opinion, even though it's been overdone a lot, I still like the matches like Creed and JPH. Even though the matches have been done a lot in like SCW and shit like that.
Right. Well, they can be a
Yeah,
thought.
because I also know who I want in the undisputed title match scene too. So here, I'll just tell you this. So what I thought of for an undisputed championship match would be Christian Rose versus Joey Avalon. That's who I'm thinking as an undisputed championship match.
Okay.
Because
Let's
I've
go with
never,
that. We'll go with that.
because I've never seen it, and I think they would put on a pretty awesome 30-man Iron Man match.
I think that would be great.
All right.
Actually.
All right. See, and that's the thing too. Is like I would love to get Creed on here. I'd love to get JPH on here. I mean, Gunnar Brave's also a good option to put on the card.
Gunnar Brave versus Creed.
Ooh, that'd be fucking good. Let's do that. Is it
Uh,
is it too much to open the show up with a ladder match? Because I bet they'd be pretty good in a fucking ladder match.
for a first show, I'd say it'd be too much. But I also would like to make it a triple threat and add Axel Rico.
We could add Rico for making a ladder match. Let's find common ground here, bro. This is the match that's kicking off our show. This is the match that's going to tell people about our company.
All right, fine.
Right? And it's not like a TLC tape. It's not. It's just a straight up ladder match. And these three guys could put on a pretty sweet fucking ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's not too. We got ladder match, you got strap match, and you got the Iron Man match. Okay, so let's start at the top here. So Gunner Brave, James Creed, Axel Rico. Who's walking away as our suburban champion?
I'd say Creed.
Creed? Okay. I was going to go Creed too. All right, awesome. So Creed is now our suburban champion. So for the women's tag team match, you got Sky Blue and you said Missa Kate.
Yeah.
Versus RVP Shalance Royale. I mean, I think the babyface win on that makes more sense, right? Sky Blue win.
Yeah, but I think it would be interesting to have the heels win.
I mean, I can make sense. Like, give it to the people we know we could have maybe more on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. God, we should
somehow they cheat.
We should own a fucking company. God. Four corner strap match: Muggsy versus Holiday. I mean, I'm biased. I'd say Holiday, but
I'm going with Muggsy because he's gonna take advantage of a situation.
You think Muggsy's gonna be the heel in this?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give it to Muggsy. We give it to Muggsy. Sorry, Max. Sorry, that's it's on me.
Come on, he's already been the 3-time longest
reigning. That's right. That's right. He is. Tag team title match: Youth Gone Wild versus Damn Coyotes. I know what
I'm gonna go with the Coyotes.
Okay, I was going Coyotes too. Women's championship match. You got the triple threat: Evil Sierra, Shelly the Bombshell Benson, Logan Vatour. I think we said Shelly, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Shelly. So, okay. Showcase match: Paulie and Acid versus DJ and Carpenter. We're giving it to Paulie and Acid. Fuck yeah, we are. And then finally, the JFW Undisputed Championship 30-minute Ironman match between Christian Rose and Joey Avalon. I want Avalon.
I'm going Avalon too.
Only because I mean, and I believe that he's the one that's going to work heel this match. And all three of our other champions, I believe, are baby faces, correct? So something a little bit different. So tag is the Damn Coyotes. Mid title is James Creed. Female is Shelly Benson. And then Joey Avalon. And looking at it, I don't think it'll be that much that expensive a fucking card. I think if we put this card out, we might get a decent turnout.
I'd say so.
Right.
Every one of them have, they have their own crowd, their own following as well, and then you got the diehards of the Midlothian. So,
you know what we should do, and this is totally up to you. We should do this once a month. Next month we'll book next month's card based on this right here.
I'll allow it.
Right? Yeah, it realistically only took us about half an hour to do that. If we find an episode that's really, really fucking short, probably the Mondays following the SCW, since the SCW is done on the live stream. So next month, we have to You know, we got our 4 champions, we know our commentators, we got our announcer, we know our general manager. You know, and I'm not too concerned about like, you know what, Pacman could be the promo guy. He's the one to create the promos. We'll create the matches, so he has something to do.
Okay.
So, Pacman, there you go, man. You're the producer. You're the one who gets to dictate promos and shit like that, and then you and I will create the match cards and stuff.
He could also hand out the envelopes.
Yeah, he can have. Yeah. Well, it's his money, so
Yeah.
it's not coming out. It's not coming out of our fucking money. Fuck no. Yeah, I think that's a good card. So, okay, just to recap here, we opened up with a Suburban Championship match, ladder match, triple threat, Gunner Brave, James Creed, Axel Rico, with James Creed going over. Next match is a women's tag team match, non-title, because we're not having women's tag team titles, maybe yet. With Sky Blue and Mystic Kate taking on RVP and Shalance Royale, where RVP and Shalance pick up the victory. 4-corner strap match with Muggsy versus Max Holiday. Muggsy picks up the win. Tag team title match with Youth Gone Wild versus Damn Coyotes. Damn Coyotes pick up the victory and are new tag team champions. Then we got intermission. You know, 50-50 raffle, whatever the hell people do in fucking intermissions. Then we have a women's triple threat championship match with Evil Sierra taking on Shelly the Bombshell Benson, taking on Logan Couture, with Shelly picking up the victory and becoming our first ever champion. Showcase match, an Elite Pro showcase match with Paulie and Acid taking on EJ Jensen and Max Carpenter. The Max?
No, Jack.
Jack. Well, it doesn't matter. They lost. Paulie and Acid pick up the victory. And then our main event is our 30-minute Iron Man match to crown our JFW Undisputed Champion, Christian Rose versus Joey Avalon, where Joey Avalon picks up the victory. Solid fucking card. Announced by John Bullard, commentated by Steve and Nick Swink. And of course, we got our commissioner, the one, the only Damian Saint. And this is at the Midlothian.
Yeah, that's right.
Not a bad show. Not a bad opening show.
Not bad for coming up with it on the fly.
100%. 100%. Cool. We'll see what surprises we got for fucking next month.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna be a new record, but we kept this show under an hour and a half.
Holy crap! Compared to last week, man. That
Yeah.
was stressful.
Yeah, that was a lot of talking on my end too. So I don't think there's anything else wrestling related we gotta talk about. Not that I can think of. I don't think there's anything I don't know. I
Nothing
mean,
really special.
if I want to do due diligence stuff, next SCW show is July 22nd, IPW is July 30th. Your next booking is Crash Test of Wrestling on July 22nd.
Well, actually, before that, it will be
Ooh.
CSW on the 21st.
Are you wrestling or reffing?
I'm repping. But if we're gonna just say then my wrestling, then yeah, it'll be Crash Tested against Muggsy James.
God, Muggsy! What we got coming up next weekend?
As right now, ARW as they get ready for Bricky Bowl, and I'm hoping to bring back Northland Pro Wrestling. I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of somebody to send me some matches because they're doing some stuff with all heel wrestling that should get a lot of attention.
That'd be cool. Awesome. And there's no match cards for this weekend. We got nothing going on this weekend. So next weekend will be pretty light too.
Just a little bit, unless I come up with some stuff. Maybe Pacman will come back with a box full of goodies for
I
us.
doubt it. I fucking doubt it. That guy doesn't know how to fucking deliver on anything. All right, cool. Yeah, guys, just remember, Lovely Intoxicated podcast coming out this week. Interview with Gunner Brave. Power Hour is this Tuesday as scheduled, but it'll be next Wednesday instead of next Tuesday because of the holiday. We will be back next Monday, and make sure you do follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching Just Freak Wrestling or the JFW Podcast. You can find our shows every week when they're released on iTunes, Google Podcast, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you find your podcast, just search us. I'm sure we'll show up. Make sure you subscribe to us wherever you do listen to us, and if it's available, make sure you give us a rating and a review. It does help us out. I know I haven't released the video for the 200th episode yet. We did talk about how we're releasing videos now. I will get that released. It's just the editing portion of videos and stuff, at least on my end, because it's still kind of fairly new to me. It is taking a bit just because of the schedule and life that I fucking live. I have a lot of things I got to deal with, so I will get the video put out sometime this week, I promise, and I also make sure this video is also released because we do have a YouTube, regardless of what fucking class ass or whatever the fuck that tag team's called.
Yeah, Alpha Zeta Zeta.
Yeah, the ass people. Regardless of what they say, it's also a outlet we have. So make sure you do subscribe to us on YouTube. Hit the notification bell when those videos come out. That way you can see our faces and brighten up your fucking day. So, this past Saturday, I guess I'll just fucking mention it. This past Saturday was Koa's final match at Southland Championship Wrestling. After dropping the title to Jimmy Carrot. Best of luck to him on whatever company he is still working for. I know NWA is coming up, AAW or something like AA. Is it AARW? AAW? I don't fucking know.
AAW.
AAW, yeah. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him, so I'll say it now. Take care, bud. Have fun. Continue on with your career. I'm sure you and your manager will have fun wherever you guys end up going. And I'm sure I'll see him at Rocket Pro when that comes back from break. And I don't think, maybe POW. I don't go to a lot of POW shows. So I'm sure I'll
Well,
see
he
him at
will be
Rocket
at
Pro.
POW. He will be at POW, as he'll be taking on Terry Allen in August.
I don't know if I'm going to be at POW.
Oh, well.
It depends. If it's Fox Lake, not a fucking chance. I'm not driving all the way to Fox Lake. If it's in Lombard or wherever the last shit was, Lombard, yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I'll travel that far if my cousin's on the card. Otherwise, it is a long drive. I mean, God, that drive home was just it. It was a little bit too much, but it was a fun show, and the venue is pretty awesome. So, um, Koa, it's not goodbye. See you down the road. But I want to make that point because we didn't get a chance to talk about that on the live stream yesterday. I know he was listening in. I assumed he was going to call him, but did not. So, yeah, he finished up his commitments to Southland Championship Wrestling and is still taking bookings in other places. And like I said, I don't know. I go to too many places he is booked at. So, in case I don't see you, best of luck. In case I do see you, I'll see you when I see you. And Rocket Pro is coming back September.
September 9th.
September 9th. Awesome. Uh, okay. Well, I just used up a little more time just for the hell of it. So, nobody, that's all I got.
I believe. Oh, damn it, Pacman, why are you not here? It's time to ring the bell in this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
And I am Nubby, the Amazing Turtle. Cowabunga.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freak Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.